7 dangerous fruits seniors should never eat. Health risks revealed. It's a common misconception that all fruits are inherently healthy for everyone, regardless of age or health status. However, as we navigate through life, our bodies undergo significant changes, and what was once a perfectly harmless food can transform into a potential health hazard. This is particularly true for seniors who may be managing chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or kidney issues, or who are taking medications that can interact with certain foods. The stark reality is that some of the fruits we consume daily, perhaps without a second thought, could be silently undermining our health. Just last month, a 72-year-old gentleman experienced alarming confusion and dizziness, all attributed to a fruit he had been enjoying for years. He's not an isolated case. Many seniors unknowingly put their well-being at risk by continuing to consume fruits that could be detrimental to their health. Today, we are delving into 7 specific fruits that seniors should consider avoiding, and more importantly, we will be revealing safe, delicious, and equally nutritious alternatives that allow you to maintain optimal health without introducing unnecessary dangers. Some of these revelations may come as a profound surprise, especially number 7, a fruit that is a staple in many households and is consumed daily without any inkling of its potential harm. Before we embark on this enlightening journey, we encourage you to share your location in the comments below. It's always inspiring to see the global reach of our community. Additionally, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to ensure you never miss out on vital health information like this. Let's begin with the first fruit on our list. One that deceptively appears as a harmless tropical delight, but can, in fact, harbor severe dangers for seniors. Star fruit. This exotic-looking fruit, with its distinctive star shape, may seem like a healthy and refreshing choice, but for individuals over 60, it can pose a life-threatening risk, especially for those with compromised kidney function. The culprit is a potent neurotoxin called carboxin. In individuals with healthy kidneys, this toxin is efficiently filtered out of the bloodstream without causing any adverse effects. However, the grim reality is that approximately 1 in 3 seniors experiences reduced kidney function, often without even being aware of it. When these impaired kidneys are unable to process carboxin, it can accumulate in the bloodstream, leading to a cascade of neurological symptoms. These can manifest as dizziness, confusion, severe vomiting, and in the most critical cases, seizures, and even coma. Consider the case of John, a 72-year-old man from Florida. He believed he was making a health-conscious decision by incorporating star fruit into his morning smoothies. Within a week, he began experiencing unsettling memory lapses, profound dizziness, and overwhelming fatigue. Initially, he dismissed these symptoms as mere signs of aging. However, his condition deteriorated rapidly, culminating in a collapse at his home. His family's swift action led him to the hospital, where doctors diagnosed severe neurotoxic effects triggered by the star fruit, a consequence of his mild yet undiagnosed kidney condition. "I had no idea star fruit could do this," John confessed after his recovery. "This is not an isolated incident. The National Kidney Foundation has issued stern warnings that even a single serving of star fruit can inflict serious neurological damage on seniors with kidney impairment. The most frightening aspect of this situation is that many individuals are unaware of their struggling kidneys until it's too late. Subtle signs like persistent fatigue, swollen ankles, or changes in urination patterns could be indicators of reduced kidney function. For those who enjoy the allure of tropical fruits, a safer and equally satisfying alternative to star fruit is the Asian pear. It offers a crisp, juicy texture and a delightful sweetness without the inherent risks. Another excellent choice is the dragon fruit, which provides a similar exotic appeal but is entirely safe for consumption. These alternatives are readily available and will not jeopardize your health. Have you or someone you know ever experienced an adverse reaction to star fruit? Please share your experiences in the comments. Moving on to our second fruit, one that appears perfectly innocuous but can trigger significant blood sugar spikes and even pose a considerable choking hazard for seniors. Grapes. Grapes are often celebrated as a quick, healthy snack, easy to eat, refreshingly sweet, and widely available. However, for seniors, they can present a surprisingly dangerous scenario, especially for those who are managing diabetes or prediabetes, conditions that affect nearly half of Americans over the age of 65. The primary concern with grapes lies in their naturally high sugar content. A single cup of grapes can contain as much sugar as 4 sugar cubes. Due to their high glycemic index, grapes can cause rapid and substantial spikes in blood sugar levels. This can lead to feelings of fatigue, dizziness, and over the long term, contribute to serious complications such as nerve damage and vision problems. Patricia, a 68-year-old from Chicago, thought she was making a wise dietary choice by replacing her afternoon cookies with a bowl of grapes. Within weeks, however, her blood sugar levels became erratic, impacting her energy, mood, and even her eyesight. "I never imagined that something as simple as grapes could have such a strong effect on me," she shared during a follow-up appointment. But sugar isn't the only danger grapes present. They also pose a significant choking hazard for seniors. As we age, our natural swallowing reflex tends to slow down, increasing the risk of choking. Grapes, with their smooth, slippery surface, can easily become lodged in the throat, particularly if consumed whole. The National Safety Council has reported a concerning 30% increase in grape-related choking incidents among seniors in the last 5 years. So, what are safer snacking alternatives? If you enjoy the satisfying crunch of fruit, consider fresh berries such as blueberries or raspberries. These are lower in sugar and brimming with antioxidants that are beneficial for brain health. Another excellent option is melon chunks. They provide a similar sweetness to grapes, but allow for much better portion control. If you absolutely cannot forego grapes, here's a simple yet crucial rule. Always cut them into quarters to significantly reduce the choking risk. Furthermore, limit your intake to no more than 6 pieces at a time. Pairing grapes with a protein source, like a small piece of cheese, can also help to slow down sugar absorption and prevent those sharp blood sugar spikes. Have you ever experienced unexpected effects after eating grapes? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Next, we turn our attention to fruit number 3, a fruit widely lauded for its abundant health benefits, yet one that can secretly wreak havoc on your digestive system and interfere with the effectiveness of your medications. Oranges. Oranges are a powerhouse of vitamin C and antioxidants, making them seem like the quintessential immune-boosting fruit. However, for seniors, they come with a surprising set of risks, particularly for those who experience acid reflux, are managing multiple medications, or have sensitive teeth. One of the most significant issues with oranges is their high acidity. As our bodies age, the muscle that prevents stomach acid from ascending into the esophagus can weaken, leading to a common and uncomfortable condition known as acid reflux or heartburn. In fact, over 60% of adults over 60 report experiencing acid reflux, and citrus fruits are among the most frequent triggers. Margaret, a 73-year-old from Minnesota, used to drink a glass of fresh orange juice every morning, believing it was fortifying her immune system. Instead, she found herself waking up night after night with excruciating heartburn and a burning sensation in her throat. It wasn't until her doctor pointed out the connection that she realized the oranges were the source of her discomfort. After eliminating them from her diet, she finally began to experience restful sleep again. Beyond digestive woes, there's another hidden risk. Oranges can interfere with a significant number of common medications that seniors take, including those for blood pressure, cholesterol, and antidepressants. According to the Mayo Clinic, consuming oranges or orange juice within 2 hours of taking these medications can drastically alter their efficacy, potentially jeopardizing your health. Furthermore, the acidity of oranges can erode tooth enamel, which naturally thins with age. Persistent exposure to citrus acid can lead to increased tooth sensitivity, the development of cavities, and even significant enamel erosion over time. So, what are the better alternatives? You don't need to consume oranges to meet your daily vitamin C requirements. Instead, consider red bell peppers, which actually contain more vitamin C than oranges, but without the problematic acidity. Another excellent choice is kiwi, a nutrient-dense fruit that is gentle on the stomach. If you absolutely cannot forgo oranges, here are some crucial safety tips. Never consume them on an empty stomach. Dilute orange juice with water in a 1-to-1 ratio to significantly reduce its acidity, and always avoid eating them within 2 hours of taking any medications. Have you ever experienced acid reflux or digestive distress after consuming oranges? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's move on to fruit number 4, often hailed as a superfood, but one that could actually be sabotaging your weight management efforts and affecting your medication efficacy. Avocados. Avocados are frequently lauded as a superfood, praised for their abundance of healthy fats and essential nutrients. However, for seniors, too much of even a good thing can become problematic. While they do provide heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, avocados are also exceptionally calorie-dense. For older adults, this can translate into unintended weight gain, potential medication interactions, and even unexpected allergic reactions. A single medium avocado can contain approximately 240 calories, which is nearly equivalent to an entire meal for some seniors. The American Heart Association wisely cautions that as our metabolism naturally slows with age, our caloric needs decrease. Consuming avocados regularly without careful portion control can lead to gradual weight gain, which in turn places additional strain on the joints, heart, and overall mobility. Robert, a 75-year-old from Denver, began his mornings with avocado toast, convinced he was starting his day with a healthier breakfast option. Within 3 months, however, he had gained 12 pounds, which exacerbated his existing joint pain and made everyday activities more challenging. "I thought I was eating healthy, but I didn't realize how calorie-dense avocados were until my doctor pointed it out," he admitted. But weight gain isn't the sole concern. Avocados can also interfere with certain medications, including blood thinners, blood pressure medications, and even some antidepressants. The high levels of vitamin K present in avocados can diminish the effectiveness of blood-thinning medications like warfarin, thereby increasing the risk of dangerous blood clots. Furthermore, despite their perceived health benefits, excessive avocado consumption can also disrupt potassium levels, which can be particularly risky for individuals managing kidney disease or heart conditions. Another surprising risk is avocado allergy, especially prevalent among seniors who have latex sensitivities. Studies indicate that approximately 6% of individuals over 65 have a latex allergy. And since avocados contain proteins similar to latex, they can trigger allergic reactions, even if they have been consumed without issue in the past. These reactions can range from mild itching and stomach discomfort to severe breathing difficulties. So, what are the solutions? If you appreciate the taste and texture of avocados but wish to circumvent these risks, consider heart-healthy alternatives such as olive oil or small servings of nuts, particularly walnuts and almonds. These provide similar nutrients without the potential for medication interactions. If you do choose to eat avocados, it's advisable to limit yourself to 1/4 of an avocado per day. Always consume them as part of a larger meal, and diligently monitor for any unusual reactions. Have you noticed any changes in your weight, digestion, or medication effectiveness after incorporating avocados into your diet? Please share your experiences in the comments. We now turn our attention to fruit number 5, a beloved summertime staple that can, in reality, disrupt your body's fluid balance and cause unwelcome blood sugar spikes. Watermelon. Watermelon is often perceived as the ultimate summer snack, incredibly hydrating, refreshingly sweet, and naturally delicious. However, for seniors, this seemingly harmless fruit can present surprisingly significant problems, especially for those managing heart disease, kidney issues, or diabetes. While watermelon is composed of over 90% water, its naturally high sugar content and its potential to disrupt fluid balance make it a risky choice for older adults. One of the most significant concerns is its high glycemic index. Despite being predominantly water, watermelon can elevate blood sugar levels just as rapidly as soda. According to the American Diabetes Association, Consuming 2 cups of watermelon can impact blood sugar levels to the same extent as drinking a can of soda, rendering it a risky choice for seniors with diabetes or insulin resistance. Betty, a 78-year-old from Arizona, thought she was making a healthy decision by eating watermelon daily to stay hydrated during the hot summer months. Within days, however, she began experiencing unusual swelling in her legs and shortness of breath. She was rushed to the hospital, where doctors discovered that her body was retaining an excessive amount of fluid, making it significantly harder for her heart to function properly. What she didn't realize was that watermelon's high water and potassium content can upset the body's delicate fluid balance, particularly for individuals on diuretics or heart medications. For seniors with kidney disease, watermelon presents another hidden danger. The elevated potassium levels in watermelon can be challenging for aging kidneys to process effectively, potentially leading to irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, even heart failure. Given that approximately 40% of adults over 65 experience reduced kidney function, consuming potassium-rich foods like watermelon can silently put their health at grave risk. So, what are safer ways to stay hydrated and refreshed? Instead of watermelon, consider cucumber slices infused in water. This offers natural hydration without the sugar spike. Frozen berry chunks are also a fantastic alternative, providing natural sweetness while helping to regulate blood sugar levels more effectively. If you absolutely adore watermelon, here's a crucial safety guide. Limit your intake to no more than half a cup per serving. Always consume it with a protein source, such as nuts or cheese, to help slow down sugar absorption. And avoid eating it late in the evening to minimize potential fluid retention. Have you ever experienced bloating or noticeable blood sugar spikes after eating watermelon? Let us know in the comments. Our 6th fruit on the list is one that many seniors consume to aid digestion, but which, in reality, could be causing more harm than good. Papaya. Papaya is often recommended as a digestive aid due to its enzyme, papain, which helps break down proteins. While it may be beneficial for some, for seniors, papaya can lead to unexpected health risks, including dangerous medication interactions, allergic reactions, and significant digestive discomfort. One of the primary concerns is how papaya can affect common medications. The FDA has issued warnings regarding papaya's potential to interfere with blood thinners, diabetes medications, and even some antibiotics. Papain can amplify the effects of blood thinners, increasing the risk of uncontrolled bleeding and bruising. For seniors managing their blood sugar levels, papaya can alter how the body absorbs insulin and diabetes medications, leading to unpredictable and potentially dangerous blood sugar swings. Helen, a 71-year-old from San Diego, started eating papaya daily to help with her digestion. Within weeks, however, she noticed that her blood pressure medication was no longer as effective, and her blood sugar levels became increasingly difficult to manage. After discussing her concerns with her doctor, she discovered that the papaya was interfering with her medication's efficacy, making it harder for her body to regulate essential functions. Another hidden danger is papaya's connection to latex allergies. Research indicates that a significant percentage of seniors with latex allergies also react to papaya, even if they have consumed it safely in the past. These allergic reactions can range from mild itching in the mouth and stomach discomfort to severe breathing difficulties or even anaphylaxis in extreme cases. Finally, while papain can aid digestion for some, for seniors with sensitive stomachs or acid reflux, it can actually irritate the digestive lining, leading to bloating, increased heartburn, and stomach pain. Many older patients have reported that after the age of 60, papaya no longer helps their digestion, but rather causes them more discomfort. So what are better alternatives for digestive health? Instead of papaya, consider probiotic-rich foods like plain yogurt or fermented vegetables, which promote a healthy gut microbiome without interfering with medications. Ginger tea is another excellent option. It's gentle on the stomach and can naturally reduce bloating and nausea. If you love papaya, here are some safety guidelines. Never eat it on an empty stomach, consult with your doctor or pharmacist about potential medication interactions, and start with only a small portion, perhaps 2 to 3 small pieces, to test your tolerance. Have you ever experienced unexpected side effects after consuming papaya? Let us know in the comments. Finally, we arrive at the 7th and final fruit on our list, one that many seniors consume daily believing it to be healthy, but which could actually be putting their heart at risk. Bananas. Bananas are undoubtedly one of the most commonly consumed fruits worldwide, appreciated for their convenience, natural sweetness, and especially their high potassium content. However, for seniors, an excessive intake of potassium can become a serious concern, particularly for those managing kidney disease, heart conditions, or taking certain medications. Potassium is vital for proper muscle function and maintaining a healthy heart rhythm. Yet, as we age, our kidneys become less efficient at regulating potassium levels in the body. In fact, approximately 40% of adults over 65 have reduced kidney function, often without realizing it. When the body struggles to eliminate excess potassium, it can lead to a dangerous condition known as hyperkalemia, which can manifest as irregular heartbeats, profound muscle weakness, and in severe instances, sudden cardiac arrest. James, a 74-year-old from Texas, had been eating 2 bananas a day for years, convinced they were a valuable source of energy. One morning, he suddenly felt lightheaded, weak, and experienced a rapid, racing heartbeat. At the hospital, doctors discovered that his potassium levels were dangerously high, placing him at significant risk for a serious heart arrhythmia. His doctor strongly advised him to reduce his banana intake immediately. Beyond the potassium concerns, bananas are also high in natural sugars, which can lead to significant blood sugar spikes, especially for seniors with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Since bananas are primarily composed of fast-digesting carbohydrates, they can cause a rapid surge in blood sugar followed by an energy crash, leaving you feeling more fatigued than before. So, what are better alternatives if you're seeking a low potassium energy boosting fruit? Consider berries such as strawberries or blueberries, which provide essential vitamins and antioxidants without the potential potassium overload. If you enjoy the texture of bananas, think about baked sweet potatoes, which offer slow releasing carbohydrates and fiber, helping to keep your blood sugar levels stable. If you still wish to enjoy bananas, here are some safety tips to follow. Limit yourself to half a banana per serving, avoid eating them on an empty stomach, and always consult with your doctor if you are taking medications that affect potassium levels, such as diuretics or certain blood pressure medications. Have you ever experienced fatigue or heart palpitations after consuming bananas? Please share your experiences in the comments. Now that we have thoroughly examined all 7 fruits, let's consolidate some key takeaways to assist you in making smarter, safer fruit choices as you age. Why is it crucial for seniors to be more mindful of their fruit consumption? We've highlighted 7 fruits that can pose serious health risks to seniors, but you might be wondering, aren't fruits inherently healthy? The truth is, while fruits are indeed packed with vitamins and nutrients, not all fruits are created equal, especially as our bodies age. How does aging change the way our bodies process fruits? As we get older, our metabolism slows down, our digestive systems become more sensitive, and our organs, particularly the kidneys, heart, and liver, have to work harder to process the foods we consume. Certain fruits that were perfectly fine in your 30s or 40s can suddenly become problematic in your 60s and beyond. This is due to several physiological shifts. Slower kidney function means your kidneys may struggle to filter out excess potassium from foods like bananas, watermelon, and avocados, or toxins like carboxin found in starfruit. There's an increased sensitivity to sugar, with many seniors developing insulin resistance or diabetes, making high-sugar fruits like grapes and watermelon more dangerous than they might appear. Digestive function weakens as the stomach produces less acid with age, making it harder to break down acidic fruits like oranges and papaya, which can lead to reflux and stomach discomfort. Crucially, many seniors are on daily medications that can be negatively impacted by certain fruits. For example, oranges and papayas can interfere with blood pressure and blood-thinning medications, potentially leading to serious complications. Understanding these age-related changes doesn't mean you must completely eliminate fruit from your diet, but it certainly calls for a more discerning approach, being smarter about which fruits you choose and how you consume them. The myth of healthy eating, why not everything natural is inherently safe, needs to be addressed. Many seniors operate under the assumption that if a food is natural, it must be healthy. However, this is a dangerous oversimplification. Just because a food is whole and unprocessed doesn't guarantee its safety for everyone. Honey, for instance, is natural but is still sugar and can spike blood sugar levels just as effectively as processed sweets. Nuts are natural, but their high calorie and fat content can contribute to weight gain and digestive issues if consumed in excess. Salt, while a natural mineral, can lead to high blood pressure and kidney problems in large quantities. Fruits operate on the same principle. What is beneficial for one person may not be for another, especially at different life stages. So, what are the smart fruit choices, and what should you eat instead? Instead of dwelling on what fruits to avoid, let's focus on which fruits are most beneficial for seniors. The ideal choices are typically low in sugar to prevent blood sugar spikes, gentle on digestion to avoid reflux and stomach issues, and safe for kidney and heart health, meaning they are lower in potassium and acidity. Here are some of the best fruit options for seniors. Berries like strawberries and blueberries are packed with antioxidants, low in sugar, and excellent for brain health. Apples are high in fiber, low in sugar, and beneficial for digestion. Just ensure you chew them thoroughly or consume them sliced. Pears are similar to apples but softer, making them easier to chew and digest. Kiwi is rich in vitamin C without the acidity of oranges. Melons like cantaloupe and honeydew are lower in sugar than watermelon, but still provide hydration and are delicious. By making informed choices about the right fruits, you can continue to savor delicious flavors and obtain essential nutrients without compromising your health. Making smarter, safer choices as we age is paramount. Our metabolism slows, our organs work harder, and what was once a harmless snack can now have unexpected consequences. The good news is that there are always safe and delicious alternatives available. Whether it's substituting oranges with bell peppers for your vitamin C, swapping watermelon for cucumbers to stay hydrated, or choosing berries over grapes to protect your blood sugar, small, informed changes can make a significant difference in how you feel every day. Your health is too precious to take unnecessary risks. By making informed decisions and listening to your body's signals, you can continue to enjoy the foods you love while actively protecting your well-being. If you've noticed changes in how certain fruits affect you as you've gotten older, please share your experiences in the comments. Your insights could be incredibly valuable to others in our community. If you found this information helpful, please don't forget to subscribe for more health tips specifically tailored for seniors. Stay informed, stay empowered, and most importantly, stay healthy. Your future self will undoubtedly thank you for making these smart choices today.